So we've got a bunch to catch up in Duel Links, including a brand new box for Rush Duel, which will be opening, hopefully pulling Shiny Shady soon, that'll be cool. Upcoming updates of course for next month, and including that is the reveal of Tiger and some brand new skills potentially, some new cards, animations, thanks to a early upload by Konami. Didn't mean to do it, but it seems like we've now got information, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's dive right in. Okay, so first up is going to be the updates for next month, which we know of course is going to be the Kira rerun. That's expected. Hopefully we're getting some stuff that makes Akira not FTK focused, that'll be really neat. Finally getting Sober and Flame at the gate, which is cool because that's been, what, January? The first event, then May I think for the rerun, so it's been about 7-8 months until we're going to be getting this character. In-game, finally, Salamangreat now playable, brand new players, which is neat again. We've then got Wave Duel Scramble, getting two kind of interesting cards, one more so than the other. And then late August, of course, is the brand new character, which we now know is Tiger. Confirmed 100%, we knew from the, of course, the quote being a summon chant, but now we definitively know, of course, thanks to the video, which is pretty cool. Overall, a fairly okay month, right, for Duel Links going into Worlds. Of course, we just had two new boxes, and so there's no real shortage of content, it feels like, compared to last year, which felt kind of dire with no character announced for August, right, that was delayed until early September, because the cards weren't legal for Worlds. And so now, of course, we've got Akira's new cards, there's a Male and the Angel. I know zero about Tindango, and so I think these cards are good for the deck, right? Like, this does summon out a card from hand face down defense mode, and it does end the battle phase. So, kind of giving that stall deck a bit more stall ability, which I think is fine. Tindango's going to be a rogue option, and so it's okay. Cucumber Horse is a really, really bad card. Just straight up, I don't think even the Wonky Quartet can make this work in MasterChef. Of course, it's our new Rush card in Delirium Papillon, which is a new instant support card. Now, this is an entire theme in Rush, right? And it came after the support cards. It's still a fusion-based themed, right? And I don't think this means we're getting that entire deck. Because we saw before with the event card, right? I believe it was Yuka Goha's card, right? We thought, oh, there's a card he uses. Does that mean it's coming soon? No, it doesn't. So I think this will just be generic instant support. It was when it first came out, the theme came later, so I think that's kind of the thing they're doing here. But of course, if we do get the theme, then it'll be much, much better. But overall, it's fine, just nothing really that special. Then let's go to Tiger, our brand new character. Now, we've had some gameplay shown on this video, and it does kind of hint us to a skill we might be getting. So you can see on the field here is, of course, the vanilla. If we can kind of pause at the correct time, there is the vanilla. They're sacrificing it for the level 7 Ensemble Fighter. Now, count the cards in hand in the field, that's 6, and so we know we draw 1 for turn, so it could mean the skill does something like you reveal your level 7 Wind in hand, right? You can then summon out a level 7 using 1 tribute this turn, but also you might get a fusion to your hand from your deck, which would not be that bad of a skill to get from Music Princesses, right? That as a skill you could be getting seems to be really cool, and I don't mind it compared to some of the other more hyper-consistency strategies, because this one doesn't really do that. It just lets you get into the big fusion quicker, but it doesn't give you, a search from the deck for 3 pieces like the 7's Road skill does. It doesn't do that. It's a little bit of a boost, right, with the animation as well, which I think is fine. It's not like the overall card itself is not like the best card to make an animation from, in my opinion, but that is basically all we got from this video was Tiger's coming. You've got the cut-in, you've got the animation, we've got confirmation, of course, of the Bullfighter, which is an ancient gear golem, when your Wind Warriors attack. Now, this would have been way better, not in the current format, right? Because at the moment, the main trap cards are going to be Shiny Shady and Riding, both of them interact outside the battle phase, and so it feels like another Rush Duel Links moment where we're getting characters and their cards a bit too late to be super relevant, right? And so it is going to depend on the other cards, right? Like, we know we're getting this one, the vanilla, which is needed for the fusions, and we're getting Horn Knives, which also recurs back a vanilla from the graveyard. So all about getting into this, going into this. Now, again, her deck does have fusions, and so we could see things like the Full Orchestra, which is going to be a back row nuke, which is not too bad. You've got this one here, the Transgod Breath, which I believe is a more newer one, at least in terms of support cards. It gives this card protection, it gives it piercing battle damage as well, and gains attack points, which feels more in line with things like Intergalactic Oblivion, right? And so this would be a cool boss to get for that deck. There's also Axton, which I believe is one that she didn't use in the show, I believe, and also kind of would give us straight pierce and give your opponent a big debuff, and so this one would be really, really cool as well. There's also new ones coming in the OCG, which is why this video kind of existed, in that we're going to be getting some contact fusions, and so it could be that, you know, given that this box would debut around the time of Worlds, right, literally Worlds would probably end, and then they'll say, you know what, this box is now available in-game. It could be they say for Rush Duel, we've now got contact fusions in the game, and they go, here's some music princesses, here's some heroes, go wild. And that would be a really big announcement for Rush Duel, and then you kind of compound that with the 3-week tease for the brand new big update being skins for DM World, new speed content, and all that stuff. And I think that'd be pretty cool. Overall, I think that'd be a good 1-2 punch of content, right? Of course, then we have to kind of think, okay, what would they give for Speed Duel in the now? Could it be a structure deck? Could it be another Degba box? It could be anything, right? It could be anything, it could be nothing. They could, you know, want to save all the hype up for that end of September update. And we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But we do have the brand new box, which I'm not a big fan of. And it's not because the box is what it is, right? It's because of how Duel Links Rush Duel does its boxes, right? And so, you know, if you think about the average Duel Links player for Rush Duel, they're going to be the ones that are spending into the boxes, right? And so you're releasing a box where most of the cards are cards they've already got, and especially like the Matarion stuff, right? And so most of the people going in for the more Matarion support have already got these cards and they're functionally useless. And overall the box is a Matarion structure deck, way more expensive, with a bunch of filler that no one wants for selection boxes splashed in. And of course a Shady, which is the best card of Rush Duel. And so you've kind of been forced into this box without wanting to go into it, in a way, because if you don't have this card, then you are going to be in a much worse position than you would be if you had it. Or you could play maximums to kind of play against this, and that'd be another thing you could do. You could do that. So we're going to go in and try and hopefully beeline the Shadies, beeline the spell card for the Matarion, reset, and then go and do, you know, 2 more runs. Probably not all on video, because I don't think I have the... I'll take it. I'll take an early Matarion. I'll take it 100%. But I just know that... See, what I wanted to do was go and get the SRs right, and then reset, and then go for these 2. But now they're kind of proving my point. You're pulling multiple cards in the box, right? But there's nothing to do with those cards. There's never been, right? There's been, you know, could dust them for card trader card material, but that was fine back when the card trader was updated, but even then, it wasn't that often, and now you get scraps, and so the whole box system fundamentally doesn't make much sense, and this opening has just kind of proved to me that this is just like, it's not a good experience, because now I'm only going to the box for this and this. Literally am. And so anything else I see is fundamentally pointless, right? It is pointless to get. So at the moment, I'm going to go and wait a second. What does this count? Just in case, right? We might pull all 4 of the supers here. Probably not. I'm expecting this Shady to be the bottom of the box. Just straight up. No. Nope. Okay. Pack 5. Come on. Any other time, getting ultra rares in advance would be great. Any other time. But not this box. Not this box. Pack 9. And of course, pack 10 is again nothing. Okay. Just show me the 2 cards I want. No, I would even take Shady and then a reset, right? I would lose out on the Matarion card, right? Not that one. Not that Matarion card. Come on. And there's a Sure Star. You just knew it. You just... Okay. I thought that was gonna be the Arc Talents. Oh, that would have been so good. That would have been so good, because right now we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards, right? And I only want this one. Do I want to waste 1,000 gems worth, or not even 1,000 gems, we haven't got it, on this one card is the real big question. Right, like it is probably a 2 or 3 of in the deck. Question is, am I going to play Matarion after doing a video on it? Right, that is the big thing. And oh, do I just go and like get 2 of them and call that a day? Right, I think we just like We see if the universe hates us or not. Apparently it does, so apparently it really does. Come on, just give me the Arc Talents. And all we've got now is the ones that require going into the credit card. Okay. Because either way in the end, right, we might get to a point where we've opened like the third box, we've gone shady really early, and so that might, just be a thing that happens. So I think in that situation, I do want to kind of guarantee that we get at least 2. So hopefully we can see the spell card a bit early. No. So hopefully we can see the spell anytime soon. Please, that'd be nice. Oh, come on. Nope, that was absolutely worthless. It's an annoying thing with Duel Links monetization system, right? It is just like, it feels bad pulling on it. And there's the bird we had no care about. Just please don't be. It's gonna be in the bottom one, innit? Yeah, like 6 packs left, 4 packs here. You know what's coming. You know it's going to be in the very bottom of the box. Yep, it was last pull. Fusion, Actor. It was actually in the very bottom. Are you having a giggle? Don't be. It was the last pack. Here it is, last pack. It better be prismatic. Okay, and then we've got the other Yami. Okay, that's just that's not fun. Okay, so we guarantee clear this box out now. Right, there's this one rotation we clear out. We do see the Shady, we see the spell card, we see the main deck Metarion, we reset. That is our goal. When we hit those, it is gone. I just hope they don't go down to the very bottom of the box again, because that's gonna suck. It would mean that we'd be able to play Metarion, right? It just means we'd be playing a bit of a scuffed version, right? It would mean that Shiny Shady is not a 3 in our decks; it'd be a 2, which is better than nothing. It's better than nothing, but at some point you've got to say, no, I'm not going to go in and give you more money. That was a rough 10 pull. A rough 10 pull. But the second one surely is going to be better. Right, this will surely be 3 Prismatics, all the Ultras we want, and the Shady. There's the Shady. Okay. Now just show me the Arc Talents. That'd be good. There's the main deck guy. Okay. That might actually change the calculation. Right, that might change it, because you probably want 2 to 3 of him. And then this is a 2 to 3 of. Right, it's probably a 3 of, but this is the only card I'd want in this rotation. Right, because I want 2 of the other one. So I think we do say, you know what, reset. Right, we reset, and we hope that in this 30, we get the Arc Talents, the Shady, and the Overrush Res. Right, that would be perfect. Right, that'd be perfect for us right now. It's not seeing Rich Stars our first holo again. That's not what we want. That's not good. I just hope we can. Even if we don't, okay, there's Arc Talents. Even if we don't, we are way closer to seeing those cards we're missing than we would be if we went fully in. Right, so either way, I think we're going to come out okay. Not the best, not the worst. This card can fuck off, please. But it's not like the worst situation it could have been in. Obviously, the first pull was awful, right, giving us the that card in the bottom of the box. But this one should be fine, okay? Show me Overrush Rares and Shady. Give me a trap. Like, at least just Shady. Not the... I like the deck. I like the Warrior deck, but it's not good now. It's not. It needs a brand new skill. It needs some limitations freed. There is not the Shiny Shady, there's the barrier. Okay. And we've got this, which is nothing. This again, start restart. Down to 30 packs with one of the bundles left. It's a good thing I like Rush Duel. And I just realised my box settings are to reset if we pull all SRs. Oh no. Konami, don't give me the fire thing. Give me the shady, but don't give me the fire thing. Like this. Okay, we're running out of packs. Okay, like this is the one time I'm saying don't do it. They're shady. Don't. Okay. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been really bad. That could have been really, really bad. Okay. That's 1,000 gems. I'm gonna end it off there because I can build a deck right now with what I've got. Right, I've got 3 shadies. That's the important thing. 2 of this, 2 of this, 1 of this, 3 of this, 1 of the SR of this, which I don't really care that much about. This might have been honestly better in Utopia, right? But yeah, I think I'm gonna go and play Speed Duel, play Chimera, get the gems to kind of maybe finish this off. If not, then we'll hope to have a Town video out sometime soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Adios.